Hello and welcome back to the Fire Burns Within channel. Time for my monthly roundup. October is almost done. Today's the 30th, the day before Halloween. So I'm not going to listen to any more albums this month. I've listened to far too many again. What can I say? I've listened to far too many. I'm just addicted to new music. Can't help myself. I just can't help myself. I mean, you know, I can only listen to most of them once and I have to judge it on the one listen. The ones that I really like, I get to listen to more. But even the ones that I really like, I haven't got time to listen to more than once or twice. It's absolute madness, really. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. It's a disease. Anyway, October, I've listened to, I've narrowed it down to a top 10, but I listened to about 40 odd albums. So that's a lot of music, I'm just going to give some honourable quick mentions. I'm not going to talk too much about them, but I enjoyed these albums a lot. A lot of them get high ratings from me. A new band called Heavy Metal Purse from Finland. They play sort of melodic, folky metal. Wildness, Swedish AOR, I really like that album. Resurrection. White Skull's album is really good. Metal Never Rusts. Vorbid, A Swan by the Edge of Mandala. Sort of like a technical thrash death band with some melodic vocals as well. Very good riffs. Terra Maze, Aussie prog metal, that was pretty good. Turkish Delight, sort of like a project of AOR, melodic rock, so something like that. Then you got the Skid Row album, which I reviewed. You got Elefson Soto's album, the debut album from the project with David Elefson and Jeff Scott Soto, which is rock solid. You got power metal comeback Dragonland, that's a really good album. UK tech death, De Profundis. UK prog rock / metal, you got Arena, the band Arena, that's a really good album. Good to hear Damien Wilson singing again. Belgian melodic thrash, After All. I really like that one. They haven't been around for a good while. I really like it. Riot City from Canada, I believe. Speed metal, melodic speed metal, high-pitched vocals. It's really good. There's a few more, but those are some of my honourable mentions. And I've narrowed it down to a top 10. So let's start with this top 10. In 10th place, it's Alter Bridge, Pawns and Kings, reviewed on the channel. It's a great album. It's a rock solid album, great album. I think I gave it 8.5 out of 10. And it's not even, you know, in my top 5 albums of October. But you know, there's the rankings between, say, 10 and first place is not big. It's like a 1 point difference. 10th place is 8.5 out of 10 and first place is 9.5 out of 10. So it's not a huge difference. Don't go thinking like there's some 10th place is low or whatever. It's high. I think it's getting a high rating. So Alter Bridge, Pawns and Kings, yeah, it needs no introduction. It's world famous band, just awesome stuff, isn't it? It's great stuff. If you like the band, you're gonna love Pawns and Kings. Okay, in 9th place we've got Avantasia, Paranormal Evening with the Moonflower Society, reviewed on the channel. Listened to it a couple of times more since then. It's a really good album. I love Avantasia anyway. I love Toby. I love all the singers, all the vocalists in the troupe, the ensemble or band, if you like. It's not much of a band, but you know, Toby's musical troupe. Awesome. In 8th place, unknown band, Mosh Pit Justice, Crush the Demons Inside. I forget where these guys are from. They're from Eastern Europe somewhere. Serbia, Slovenia, I can't remember. Something like that. Slovakia, I don't know. Anyway, I really like this one. This is like melodic thrash metal. It's sort of speedy, galloping, but always with a lot of melody. So really enjoy Mosh Pit Justice. Check it out. Check it out. If you like, say, Iced Earth with a little bit more thrash influence, then check it out. Mosh Pit Justice. 7th place, something completely different. It's a new band from Sweden called Pearls and Flames, and the album is called Reliance. It's basically a throwback 80s AOR album, but with a sort of yacht rock flavour as well. They got quite a little bit of a Toto fixation on a couple of songs, and other songs they sort of sound like classic Survivor. But I think the album is awesome. I really enjoy the Pearls and Flames album. In 6th place, it's another unknown band. They're called Steel Arctus. The album is called Master of War. It's true heavy metal to the max. Absolute max. Wailing vocals, screaming guitars, mid-tempos, pounding drums. But it's all about that singer. This dude, he likes to scream. He likes to wail. Yes, true heavy metal to the max. I like Steel Arctus. The top 5, it's a biggie, huge, probably the hugest band, biggest band on the list. It's Queensryche and Digital Noise Alliance. I think this is the best album with Todd La Torre. Since Todd came in the band, I think this is the best one. This is like pretty much classic Queensryche, I would say, close to classic. They even got some little flavours of previous songs in the new songs. Right, it might not be totally classic. I don't want the Queensryche fans to go nuts and say, oh, it's not as good as that. But it is really good. I mean, it is really good. I do really enjoy it. In 4th place, switching styles again, we've got Skeptic and Nailed to Ignorance. Can't talk. Nailed to Ignorance. I really like this one. This is a big comeback. Tech death comeback. These guys released some albums some times ago. Decade or 2 decades back. And then it sort of like disappeared. But they're back in fine form. Tech death, great bass playing. Great riffs. Vocals are very good as well. You know, sometimes you have to, when you're listening to death metal, you sometimes have to, I don't know, I'm not a fan of all kinds of death vocals. I like some a lot and some I don't like, but I like this guy a lot. He's enunciating very well. The riffs are just killer. Alright, we've got a plane ahead. Yeah, got a plane ahead and I'm walking uphill. Hence I'm out of breath. This uphill bit. So you can see behind me. There it is. Anyway, Skeptic, yeah, it's awesome. I love Skeptic. That album is killer. Vast array of riffs to get stuck into. The top 3. Top 2 is sort of similar type of bands, and the number 1 is pretty similar but a little different. In 3rd place, we go back to Sweden and Captain Blackbeard and Neon Surprise. I love this album. This album is brilliant. The songs are so catchy. It's melodic rock / AOR. It's sort of at the lighter spectrum. It's not like got real edgy guitars, but it's got wonderful captivating melodies from the singer. The singer's voice is, he's good. I'm not saying he's the best ever, but he's good. I enjoy his voice. I like his voice. But most of all, it's the songs. I just love the songs. Captain Blackbeard, awesome stuff. Listened to that about 3 or 4 times. Just loved it too much. Okay, the top 2. In second place is a similar band, again from Sweden. It's Perfect Plan, Brace for Impact, led by Kent Hilly on vocals. This album is a little bit heavier than the last Perfect Plan album. It's got a little bit more chunkier riffs, a little bit more edge in the vocals from Kent. Just great songs, great melodic hard rock songs, you know, very enjoyable, rock solid. You know, these Swedish people, they know what equates to good melodic rock / AOR. They know it, man. They don't let you down. They just know what they have to deliver to the fans, and they do it. They deliver it. So that's it. But my album of the month is Borealis and Illusions. I love this album. I think this album is just killer. It's very much like classic Evergrey. I mean, they've always sounded a bit like Evergrey. The singer, he's pretty close to Thomas England from Evergrey. But he's got a little bit of his own style as well. I'm not, you know, they're not complete Evergrey rip-offs. The music is melodic, heavy metal / power metal. It's sort of upbeat, catchy, it's emotional. The choruses is what draws you in. Massive, big, epic choruses. That's what I love about Borealis and the album Illusions. I gave it 9.5 out of 10. I didn't do a review for it, a standalone review, just this album of the month review. But I mean, Borealis is awesome. 9.5. I took a little bit off, but it is a killer album. It's absolutely killer. So that's it. Yeah, October's done. November is looking a little bit quieter. It has to be quieter. October must be the last big month of the year, and December will be quieter still. Just a time for reflection on the year. So yeah, that's it. Here endeth the video. Okay, laters.